Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about the throat chakra. So the throat chakra is the fifth chakra in the system. It is called Vishuddha or Visuddhi, interestingly enough, even though it ends with an A. And it is represented by not one of the traditional 4 or 5 elements, but actually by the element of sound. So it's represented also by the color sky blue, so a bright blue, and is located right here in the throat. And so the throat chakra is known for being the center of communication and for creativity. So while sometimes creativity might be confused and be said, some people say it's in the sacral chakra, it's actually really here in the throat, because the energy in the sacral chakra, that creativity is about the act of creation. So it's not actually about expression and creativity and creative pursuits like painting or music or singing, but it's actually this unconscious creation of life. Like, we're not actually thinking about will I make a baby that has blue eyes or brown eyes, or a girl baby or boy baby, right? Like, these are things that are unconscious. The day-by-day growing process of a baby in the womb. That's very creative. That is indeed creation, but the source of creativity is here in the throat chakra. So that was something really surprising to me that I actually learned about in the book Eastern Body, Western Mind. So since that was illuminated for me just recently, I wanted to share that with you first. So here we go with that cool knowledge drop. So for the rest of the throat chakra stuff I want to talk about today. So yeah, it is the center of communication and of creativity. And so someone who has a balanced throat chakra will be someone who has a clear voice, and very resonant. It's easy to kind of hear it. It's pleasant on the ears. It's not too confusing, or it's not hard to listen to, right? It's a good, nice, strong voice. That person also will probably be a good listener, because just how the throat chakra is about communicating, it's not just our communication, but it's about listening to other people and their communication as well, what they're talking about. Having good comprehension, good listening skills, that's all stored here in the throat chakra. And so also someone who has a good throat chakra, healthy one, balanced one, will probably have a good sense of rhythm and of tone and of timing, because the throat chakra is also about vibrations and resonance. And so if you can understand rhythm and tone, that's a good sign of a healthy throat chakra as well. So some traumas and abuses that can affect the throat chakra is not being able to share your truth. You know, if you had someone in your life who wouldn't let you speak up or speak out, or wouldn't let you communicate freely, you know, if there was any fear, or if there was a lot of secrets or a lot of lies, those are things that are all pretty damaging to the throat chakra. So someone with a deficient throat chakra, with not enough energy in that, will have a very weak voice, you know, very maybe quiet, hard to hear, maybe soft, or maybe kind of trembling voice. Will not be able to probably have tone, maybe a little tone deaf, right? A little awkward, but yeah, maybe bad rhythm. And they maybe really struggle to put their feelings into words. And so if that's the case, it's kind of likely that they might be shy or introverted, because they don't really feel comfortable talking. I'm not speaking about public speaking, right? Like, and you can be afraid of that, go ahead. But if you feel like you struggle to even communicate your truths, your feelings, things about you to the people you're close with, then that's a big sign of a deficient heart chakra. Or throat chakra. Always thinking about the heart. But with the deficient throat chakra, that's a good sign that it might be blocked. So an excessive throat chakra, where there's just too much energy in the throat chakra, would represent with someone who has a very loud, dominating voice, you know, someone who's always interrupting, always driving a conversation, because usually they're doing that because they want to steer it. They want to control where this conversation is going. They want to know where it ends, and they want to steer it away from topics they want to avoid. And they're scared. They're afraid that this conversation could go out of control, and so they need to control it. They need to have the power of, I'm saying this, they're going to know that, they're going to listen to this part of me, not hear this part, they can't ask that question, I'm going to talk so they can't ask it, you know, that kind of is the thought process there. And also, of course, this person might be a very bad listener if they're only talking about themselves, right? So that's something to consider about the throat chakra excess energy. So some good healing tips for how to heal the throat chakra is singing, chanting, storytelling, and mantra meditation is really great for that. There's beautiful mantra meditations available on YouTube and also on different meditation apps. There's lots of great ones out there. If you're interested in trying, just send me a message. I'm happy to send you a link. I have some really great mantra meditations I like. So some yoga poses that are really beneficial for the throat chakra are going to be the ones that extend the throat up and back. Like when you're doing cobra pose, you drop your head all the way back, you're extending the throat out, and that's an act of vulnerability. A really big pose with throat vulnerability is Ustrasana, camel pose. That's when you're dropping your neck all the way back and you're reaching for your feet, right? When you're on your knees. And don't forget, you're not standing reaching for your feet. So in Ustrasana, that's very healing for the throat chakra. And then also on the reverse side, the asanas that compress the throat are really healing. So plow pose or supported shoulder stand. So halasana or Sarala Salambasana. Those are great because you're going to be stimulating all of those little tiny, tiny muscles and the glands in the throat by compressing it, by forcing the neck to have that amount of pressure on it. So also make sure you do a counterbalance. Those are really tough. So always finish with a fish pose with Matsyendrasana, okay? So those are awesome. Good yoga poses. I hope you found it helpful. More at wildyogatribe.com/throat chakra. Oh, I stumble on my own link. Okay, wildyogatribe.com/throat chakra. Okay, hope you enjoyed learning all about that and get ready for tomorrow. All right, bye.